see, June the 25th, I went to a fishing trip. And done good. I caught a bunch of fish and all, and everything. But another thing I would like to thank is all the people come to my house and done working. They do a lot of work around the house, but I'm not going to mention no names, because I may not get everybody in there, so I just want to thank everybody that come to the house and work, painting, and building a shower, and everything done in the house. I love all of you.
Yes.
And anyway, June 25th, went fishing, caught some good fish, some stripers. Come home, clean fish, and went, everything's working good.
How many you catch?
And 26th, we took the trucks on the job, cut about 3 or 4 or 5 trees I know of, and chipped the brush, cleaned it up good. Got about 2 days work there, if I remember right. And after that, I don't know what happened. Next thing I know, I woke up in the hospital and I said, well, it must be dreaming. I said, it's me, am I in here? And he asked if I was, and I couldn't figure out why. And I remember I woke up so thirsty. I mean, I was so thirsty. Man, I was wanting something to drink bad. And I said, hey, and guess who said hey back? My son-in-law, Jimmy. All right. So I had to get me something to drink now. I said, Jimmy, I gotta have something to drink. He said, no, I can't give you nothing. I said, what's the matter? He said, it won't let me give you nothing to drink. So he got me something to drink, got me a wash rag, with water on it, and put it on my lips. I said, Jimmy, I gotta have something to drink. So I couldn't eat nothing. Then I got to notice I had these old gloves on my hands that I guess I was throwing out needles and stuff they had on me. I said, Jimmy, I said, I'll get my own self something to drink, just cut these. I said, get these off my hand. He said, I can't do that either, I ain't got a key. I said, well, so you got your pocket knife, don't you? And he said, yeah. I said, well, cut them off of me. And he wouldn't do it. I'm still mad at him about that. It was about July the 3rd. I heard him talking about fireworks. So I don't know how long I've been in there at that time. Probably, as far as I know, it was July the 3rd or July the 4th when I started, coming around and noticing everything. And I got to know some people coming in and spending the night with me. And again, I'm not going to mention no names, but y'all know who you are. And I love each one of you. I mean, I had Terry Griffin, the church family here, and all my brothers come down there. And, yeah, hey, God's been good to me, ain't no doubt about that. I don't know why he spared me. They said I was in pretty bad shape. And anyhow, get back to where I was going to is Brother Ben. He'd come down there and stay 2 or 3 days with me in Charlotte, in Atlanta. And of course, Rob and Brenda was down there. I get so depressed, I just run in and out of the room. So I want to be here alone. I've cried, Lord mercy, I've cried. Didn't know why I was in here. Why he didn't just take me out. I couldn't do nothing. It was terrible. And one time I was in there crying, this your nurse come in there and said, Mr. Hood, are you all right? I said, yeah. He said, no, you're not all right. Can I sit with you? I said, yeah. She prayed right there with me and told me that God had a plan for me, because she said, I did look at your said, you are lucky to be here. I said, no, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed.
Yes.
God blessed me with everything. Anyhow, she gave me a new life looking, so I left the room then, and I went and started looking around at people, and they were a lot worse than I was. I mean, if you want to look around, there's a whole lot, there's always somebody worse than you are. So I said, well, I'm just going to go visit these people because they didn't have nobody. I had Robin and Brenda and my wife would come when she could. Bless her heart, she's going through a hard time right now, but she's tough. I'll tell you that right now, she's tough. I love you, baby. And let's see. So I went to these people's room and started visiting. Every one of them. They didn't have nobody there, just by themselves. And a lot of them had straws where they can't even use arms or nothing. They had a tear in their eye, they couldn't wipe it off. Then my sister started on with me, and we started kind of taking care of them a little bit. So we go in there and pray a little bit with them and everything, and they got to be real good friends of mine, all of them did. So we started, I got such a big crowd, we went in the hallway and we made a big circle around wheelchair. Now you ever seen that? We made a big circle in the hallway there, and we just, you don't see them, they were just happy they can be. I mean, it's just a new life for them. Matter of fact, there's somebody who lives in West Virginia and some lives in Atlanta, they still call me and everything. So, anyhow, I had to leave that floor. I progressed enough that I went to another floor. So I decided to go up there one day. That same floor I was hurting on. I was there, and I seen this man from West Virginia over there just sitting there looking at my room. He had tears in his eyes. And I said, hey, what are you doing? He said, I was just thinking about you, boy. I said, yeah, I thought you was. And he had tears in his eyes and my own. He said, now I'm glad to see you. I said, I'm glad to see you too. So about 2 more days ago, I went back up there, and that circle was still there. I mean, I looked over there and every one of them circled up. They said they talk about you every night, Hud. And they were a big inspiration for me, every one of them. I mean, I was feeling depressed. I mean, I could not hate myself. I think I did. I mean, I was very depressed. And one day, I think it was Robin with me. I went and got ready for bed, and something told me, Hud, kick. And I'll tell you, I could have kicked the field goal that night. I couldn't have done it. I mean, it was something. I couldn't believe it. Something told me, said, Hud, kick. And there wasn't nobody else. Now, Robin, she wasn't talking to me. So I figured out who it was talking to me, and I said, well, that's good. At least he's still with me. And about 2 Saturdays ago, about a couple of weeks ago, I was laying in bed. It was about 2:30 at night, and something grabbed hold of my leg and pulled on it. And I said, I looked around, I could see my wife, and I said, well, ain't nobody here. I said, thank you, Lord.
Yes.
And I know it was him who done it. And he's been good. His church has been good to me, too. I'll tell you, I love every each one of you. You know, and it's been a rough journey. But I think I'm gonna beat it. I'm starting to wiggle my toes a little bit and everything. And I think God's gonna, well, I know He is. I'm gonna be walking this time next year.
Yeah.
probably about all I got to say. But, thanks all day. I love all of you.
Yes.